Welcome back to the show. Let's go to line number 3. Good morning, Jennifer. You're on the air.
Good morning, Patty. Thank you so much for having me on here today.
No problem.
I'd like to talk about the St. John's City's decision to remove the wooden slipway down in QuidiVidi. So a few days ago, residents received a piece of paper in the mail that they're going to be having an engagement meeting, and on it says the city is committed to providing access to the beach. So what's going on is they're claiming that the slipway is not safe. Now, there are a few boards that do need to be replaced, but there's currently 5 boats housed on that, and I feel that it's extremely crucial to our urban fisheries and our community members to have this slipway. The slipway allows us to store our boats. It allows easier access to the water. If there's anyone who has a leak or needs to work on their motor, they're able to pull it up to the slipway. It's really going to strongly affect feeding Newfoundland families in our urban communities. It's the only slipway that we have in the St. John's area to access the fishing grounds. We do have the harbour in St. John's, but you would need a crane. There's nothing there for the recreational fishery. So I just kind of wanted to let people know that the city is looking to dismantle that to make way for beach access. And there's not really, I don't know if you've been down there, Patty, there's not much of a beach down there. When the tide comes up, it goes straight to the grass. So it's kind of foolish, honestly. It's a huge public safety risk. There are people, tragically, who have passed away in that harbour. It's not a place for swimming. It's not a place for putting your towel down and kind of enjoying the sun. It's a functional place. There are fish pieces. Once we are finished gutting our fish, we had to put that back to the earth. So we put that back in the water. So during the fisheries, there's so many different fish pieces in the water. It's not really something that you want to sit in a chair and gawk at. I have serious concerns of how detrimental this is going to be to our urban community. And so we're looking to get a petition going to try and keep that preserved from future development and stop them from taking that down from beach access.
Now, I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing for it to be removed, but it certainly needed significant repairs, didn't it, Jennifer?
Yes, it absolutely does need repairs. The structure itself is very sound, so the underneath of it is very sound. There are, I think, 5 or 6 maximum broken boards down there. So it's not that it would be a high cost of repair, but it was built in 1985 by the hands of the residents, so it certainly could use a little bit of upkeep. And it could definitely use some repair, but I really feel like it would be detrimental to us to completely remove it to make way for this foolish beach access.
And when is it scheduled to be removed?
So there's an engagement meeting on the 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. with Engage St. John's, and they're looking for the community's input on what we should put on the beach. So I'm going to be down at the Slipway Saturday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., just having a little information rally. I'm going to have the petition there, gathering letters from people who use the Slipway, and just letting people know how crucial this truly is, and how financially it's going to really set a lot of people back having to go to Dominion to get their cod, opposed to going down and getting their cod themselves.
And so the next option is in the Small Craft Harbour in St. John's for launching a boat, I mean.
Pardon me, sorry?
So the only other option close by is in the Small Craft Harbour in St. John's Harbour, but you say that there's nothing there to help launch a boat.
Not to my knowledge for, someone recreationally who just has, a small little aluminum boat. I do not think, and I could be wrong, I stand to be corrected. I'm certainly not right about everything, but from my knowledge, there is nowhere there for, say, if I just wanted to take my aluminum boat and put it down in the water and navigate out, that option is not there. From my knowledge, this is the only slipway that's there. Yeah,
because I can't think of one. I'm trying to bounce my mind around and see if I can think of one somewhere else close by. Maybe the next one might be like in St. Philip's or on Portugal
It might
Cove.
be. Yeah, Patty, like for the, Paradise, Mount Pearl, for our urban community, this is really all we have. And, we're down there. It's a huge sense of community down there. And I think they're trying to get rid of it for tourism reasons. But, the harbor is already taken up a lot. There's not much left for the residents. And people come down there, to watch the fishermen go out. They come down to see them gutting the fish. And, you see the tourists taking pictures of everyone down on the Slipway. So I do feel like it'll also have a negative impact on our tourism down there. People come down to see the fishing village. We take the Slipway out. There's no point in even having the stages and stuff there because it's not, we're not going to be able to use that the way that it's supposed to be used.
Fair enough. I'll follow up with I guess it's a city responsibility, I would imagine, is it? Or is it
So it's a bit of a tricky situation, Patty. So the city is looking to tear. I've been doing a lot of research the past week. The city is looking to tear it down, but it's actually owned by Public Works Canada. So the Slipway itself is federal.
Yeah, I was going to say, because as soon as I said city, I'm thinking it probably isn't the city. Anyway.
No, well, it's the city. Yeah, so I'm trying to work out, who do we petition and how do we go about this, because it is the city looking to tear it down. It is on federal land, and then we have the surrounding land of it, of the access, like the parking lot. That's Crown land owned by someone else who already has the majority of the harbour taken up for tourism. So it's a very, very tricky situation, Patty, and I really feel like we really need to do what we can to preserve our cultures and our history and our ability to feed ourselves. That's part of our culture is we live off the land, we live in the water. I feel it's so important to preserve that, especially here in urban Newfoundland, because we don't have those opportunities like they have in rural.
Fair enough. And so regardless of who has the ultimate responsibility, I will also poke around to see exactly who's part of this decision-making process and try to have it on the program.
I would greatly appreciate it, Patty. And if you ever want me to call back, feel free. I'll fill you in. Like I said, Tuesday, anyone who wants to head down to the Artesian Studios on the 25th from 6 to 8 for the engagement meeting, be heard. And this Saturday from 1 to 5 tomorrow, if anyone wants to come down and have a chat with me and meet the people who actually built it and hear from the residents, that would be greatly appreciated to pop down. So thank you so much for having me on the line, Patty, and thank you for helping people's voices be heard.
I appreciate your time, Jennifer. Keep me in the loop when you know more.
I will, absolutely. I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.